Greetings to all. Life is not merely about existence, it is about grace, about how effortlessly you walk through it. Some women seem to move through this world with an unseen hand guiding them with life, aligning itself in their favor. Is this mere coincidence, or is there something deeper at play? When a woman is favored by the divine, it is not about loud proclamations or grand miracles. It is in the subtleties of her being, the way she carries herself, the way life responds to her presence. So, what are the signs that you are one of these women? Let us look at 6 of them. A woman who is favored by God has something rare within her, an unshakable stillness that stays with her no matter what happens around her. It is not the kind of stillness that comes from sitting quietly in a peaceful place. It is a deeper kind of stillness, one that remains even when life is full of noise, difficulties, and uncertainties. This stillness is not something she forces upon herself. It is not about pretending to be calm while her mind is in chaos. It is something natural, something that comes from within. It is a gift, but also something she has nurtured through her faith, her understanding, and her surrender to the flow of life. This kind of woman does not get carried away by every small problem that comes her way. She does not react in anger or panic when things do not go as planned. She does not allow herself to be controlled by the emotions of others. Even when people around her are losing their patience, when they are stressed, fearful, or confused, she remains steady, like a tree standing firm in the middle of a storm. It is not that she does not feel emotions. Of course, she does. She is human. She experiences sadness, disappointment, and even anger at times. But the difference is that she does not let these emotions control her. She does not drown in them. She observes them, understands them, and lets them pass like clouds moving across the sky. A woman with this deep inner stillness does not seek approval from others. She does not feel the need to prove herself or constantly explain her worth. She knows who she is, and that is enough for her. If someone misunderstands her, she does not waste her energy trying to convince them of the truth. She knows that time will reveal all things. She does not chase after people who leave because she trusts that those who are meant to be in her life will stay. She does not beg for love, attention, or respect. Instead, she carries herself with quiet dignity, knowing that she is already whole, already complete, already enough. This kind of woman is not controlled by fear. She does not spend her life worrying about the future or regretting the past. She has learned to be present in each moment, to accept what comes, and to let go of what must go. She does not fight against life, she flows with it. She knows that life will not always be easy, but she trusts that everything happens for a reason. When she faces challenges, she does not see them as punishments but as lessons. She knows that every difficulty is shaping her, strengthening her, preparing her for something greater. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" she asks, "What can I learn from this?" She does not waste time complaining. She focuses on what she can control and leaves the rest in God's hands. This stillness within her gives her great strength. People around her may not always understand it. They may wonder why she does not react the way others do. They may mistake her calmness for weakness, but in reality it is the greatest strength. She does not allow the outside world to shake her inner world. She does not let gossip, criticism, or negativity enter her heart. She listens, but she does not absorb everything she hears. She knows that not everything deserves a reaction. She chooses her battles wisely. She speaks only when necessary, and when she does, her words carry weight because they come from a place of wisdom, not impulse. A woman with this kind of stillness does not rush through life. She understands that everything has its time. She does not force things to happen before they are meant to. She has patience. She waits with grace, knowing that what is truly hers will never be taken away from her. She does not make decisions out of desperation. She does not settle for less than she deserves just because she is afraid of being alone. She trusts that if something is meant for her, it will come at the right time, and if something is taken away, she trusts that it was not meant to stay. This inner stillness also makes her a source of peace for others. People feel safe around her. They come to her for advice, for comfort, for strength. She does not judge them. She listens with an open heart. She does not try to fix everyone's problems, but her presence alone is enough to calm them. She does not spread fear or doubt. Instead, she reminds others to trust, to believe, to keep going. She carries light wherever she goes, not by trying to be someone special, but simply by being herself. Her stillness does not mean she has a perfect life. She faces difficulties like everyone else. She has moments of sadness, moments of doubt, moments of pain, but even in those moments she does not lose herself. She does not give in to despair. She knows that no storm lasts forever. She knows that the night always turns into day. She does not lose faith because she has seen how life works. She has seen how things that once seemed impossible eventually became possible. She has seen how even in the darkest times, there was always something guiding her, something protecting her, something leading her towards something better. This kind of woman does not need to shout about her strength. She does not need to prove anything to anyone. Her presence alone is enough. She is like still water, calm, clear, and deep. She is like a mountain, unshaken by the winds of life. She is like a quiet flame, burning steadily, never flickering, never dying out. This is the kind of woman who is favored by God, not because she is perfect, but because she has learned to trust, to surrender, remain steady no matter what comes. She has learned that real power is not in controlling everything, but in letting go and allowing life to unfold as it is meant to. She does not chase, she attracts. She does not force, she allows. She does not fear, she believes. And that is why she is blessed. That is why life flows effortlessly for her. That is why she walks with grace, untouched by the storms around her. Because she carries something within her that is greater than anything outside of her. She carries peace, she carries faith, she carries stillness, and in that stillness, she is unshakable. There are some people in life who seem to struggle at every step. No matter how hard they try, things just do not seem to work out for them. They put in effort, they plan, they fight, but they keep running into obstacles. And then there are others who seem to move through life with ease. Things happen for them at the right time. The right opportunities come, the right people appear, and situations seem to align in their favor without them having to force anything. This is not about luck or magic. It is about something deeper, something beyond what the eyes can see. When a woman is favored by God, her life unfolds in a way that seems effortless. Things come together in ways she never could have planned. This does not mean she never faces challenges. Of course, life will always have ups and downs. But somehow, even in difficult times, there is always a way forward for her. Even when things seem to be going wrong, something unexpected happens to set things right. It is as if she is being guided by an unseen hand, moving her toward where she is meant to be. When one door closes, another opens. Sometimes an even better one. When she loses something, she eventually realizes it was only making space for something greater. She does not have to chase opportunities, they find her. While others may struggle to be seen, to be heard, to be chosen, she finds that the right people notice her at the right time. It is not because she is trying too hard to impress or prove herself. It is because she is aligned with something greater. She does not beg for what is already hers. She does not have to manipulate or fight for her place in the world. She simply walks her path with faith and the right things come to her naturally. This kind of flow in life does not come from laziness. It does not mean she does nothing and waits for miracles to happen. She still takes action, but she does not move with desperation. She does not act out of fear or anxiety. She does what she can and then she lets go, trusting that whatever is meant for her will find its way to her. She does not cling to things that are not working, hoping to force them into place. She understands that if something is not happening, it is for a reason. She knows when to step forward and when to step back. Many people struggle in life because they are trying to control everything. They want things to happen exactly as they planned, exactly when they want them. And when things do not go their way, they become frustrated, disappointed, and sometimes even bitter. But a woman who is favored by God does not live this way. She understands that life has its own timing and she does not resist it. She has learned to trust in divine timing. She knows that what is truly meant for her will never miss her, and what is not meant for her, no matter how much she wants it, will never stay. This trust allows her to remain calm even in uncertain times. She does not rush into decisions out of fear. She does not settle for less than she deserves just because she is afraid of waiting. She knows that everything has a season and she is willing to wait for what is right. While others are forcing relationships, chasing after jobs, and worrying about the future, she is at peace, knowing that what is hers will come to her. People around her may wonder why she does not seem to struggle the way they do. They may even envy her, thinking she is just lucky. But it is not about luck. It is about alignment. It is about understanding that life flows better when you stop resisting and start trusting. A woman with divine favor does not go against the current. She moves with it. She does not waste energy trying to open doors that are not meant for her. She focuses on what feels right, and because of this, she is always in the right place at the right time. Even when she faces setbacks, she does not see them as failures. She sees them as redirections. When something does not work out, she does not waste time feeling sorry for herself. She knows that there is something better ahead. She has seen it happen too many times before. She has learned that sometimes what seems like a disappointment is actually preparation. Sometimes what seems like a delay is actually preparation for something greater. This ease in life also extends to the people she meets. She does not have to chase friendships or force relationships. The right people are drawn to her. She attracts those who are meant to walk with her on her journey. She does not waste time on those who do not see her worth. She does not beg to be loved or respected. She knows that the right relationships will come naturally. And when people leave, she does not hold on to them in fear. She lets them go with grace, knowing that those who are meant to stay will stay. She also finds that opportunities come to her when she least expects them. She does not have to struggle for recognition. She does not have to constantly prove herself. Her gifts, her talents, and her efforts are seen by the right people at the right time. She does not have to shout to be heard. Her presence speaks for itself. When she is ready for the next step in her life, the path reveals itself without her having to force it. This does not mean that life is always easy for her. There will be moments of waiting, moments of uncertainty, moments of doubt. But even in those times, she holds on to her faith. She does not let fear take over. She remembers that she has always been taken care of, and she trusts that she always will be. There is a deep peace that comes with living this way. While others are exhausted from trying to control everything, she is at ease, knowing that she is being guided. She does not let stress consume her. She does not allow worry to steal her joy. She focuses on what she can do in the present moment, and she leaves the rest to God. She understands that everything she needs will come to her at the right time, in the right way. She does not have to chase, beg, or force. She moves through life with grace, trusting that every step she takes is leading her to where she is meant to be. This is the beauty of divine favor. It is not about never facing challenges, but about knowing that no matter what happens, life is always working in her favor. And because of this, she is free. Free from unnecessary stress, free from fear, free from the need to control everything. She walks through life with confidence, knowing that she is being taken care of. She knows that as long as she stays true to herself, as long as she listens to her intuition, as long as she trusts the process, everything will always fall into place exactly as it should. Some people walk into a room and without saying a word, everyone notices them. There is something about them that draws people in. It is not about beauty, wealth, or status. It is something deeper, something that cannot be faked or forced. It is an energy, a presence, a kind of light that makes others feel drawn to them without even knowing why. A woman favored by God has this kind of presence. She does not have to try too hard. She does not have to demand attention. It just happens naturally. She is not the loudest person in the room, yet people turn to her. She does not beg to be seen, yet she is noticed. She does not chase after validation, yet she is respected. There is something about the way she carries herself, the way she moves through life, that makes others want to be around her. Some may call it confidence, but it is more than that. It is a quiet power, a deep knowing of who she is, a kind of grace that cannot be imitated. This presence does not come from arrogance. It does not come from a need to prove anything. It comes from within. A woman with this kind of energy does not waste time pretending to be someone she is not. She does not try to fit into spaces where she does not belong. She knows her worth, and because of that, others recognize it too. She does not try to impress people with words or actions. She simply is, and that is enough. People feel at ease around her. There is something calming about her presence, something reassuring. She does not carry chaos with her. She does not bring drama or negativity. Instead, she carries peace. She carries wisdom. She carries kindness. When she speaks, people listen. Not because she is shouting, but because her words have weight. She does not speak just to fill silence. When she talks, it comes from a place of understanding, and that makes people want to hear what she has to say. She is not easily shaken. While others may panic in difficult situations, she remains steady. She does not let emotions control her. She does not let fear dictate her actions. This makes others trust her. They see that she is not easily influenced, that she does not follow the crowd just because everyone else is doing it. She has a mind of her own, and that makes her stand out. She moves with certainty even when the path is unclear. She walks with faith even when she does not know exactly where life is leading her. There is something about her that feels rare. She does not chase after attention, yet she gets it. She does not need constant praise, yet she is admired. She does not change herself to please others, yet people love her for who she is. She does not seek to control others, yet people naturally follow her lead. This is not something she forces. It is simply the effect she has on those around her. Her presence is powerful, but it is never overwhelming. She does not try to dominate. She does not make others feel small to make herself feel bigger. She lifts people up. She makes them feel seen, heard, and valued. She does not need to put others down to shine. She understands that true power is not in making others feel less, but in helping them feel more. People remember her not because of what she wears or how she looks, but because of how she makes them feel. She has a way of making people feel important without even trying. She listens. When others speak, she gives her full attention. She does not pretend to care. She truly does. And that is something rare in a world where so many people only listen to respond, not to understand. She is not perfect, and she does not pretend to be. She does not try to hide her flaws or act as if she has everything figured out. She is real, she is honest, she is open, and that is why people are drawn to her. They feel safe around her because they know she is genuine. She does not put on a mask. She does not act differently around different people. She is the same no matter where she is, and that consistency makes her trustworthy. There is a light in her, a kind of glow that is not about physical beauty but something deeper. It comes from within. It is the result of a heart that is at peace, a mind that is clear, a soul that is in harmony with life. This light cannot be bought. It cannot be faked. It is something that only comes from a deep connection with oneself and with something greater. She does not waste time trying to be liked by everyone. She knows that not everyone will understand her, and she is okay with that. She does not change herself to fit into places that do not align with who she is. She does not lower herself to be accepted. Instead, she stands tall, knowing that the right people will be drawn to her naturally. She does not force connections. She lets them happen. This kind of woman does not need to prove her worth. She knows she is valuable with or without recognition. She does not seek love from the wrong places. She does not beg for attention. She does not settle for less than she deserves. And because she carries herself with such certainty, the world responds to her in the same way. People treat her with respect because she respects herself. People value her time because she does not waste it. People recognize her worth because she has never doubted it. Even in a crowded room, she stands out, not because she is trying to, but because her energy is different. She is not desperate for approval. She is not constantly looking around to see who is watching her. She does not need to be the center of attention. Yet, she is unforgettable. Long after she has left, people still remember her. They remember the way she made them feel. They remember her presence. This presence is not about being loud. It is not about being perfect. It is not about trying to be someone she is not. It is about being real, being at peace, being true to herself. It is about knowing who she is, standing firm in that, and walking through life with confidence, grace, and faith. And that is why she is favored by God, because she does not chase after things that are already hers, because she does not force what is meant to come naturally, because she does not try to shine, she simply does. And in doing so, she lights up everything around her. There are moments in life when danger comes close, when things could have gone terribly wrong, yet somehow a person is kept safe. There are times when harm seems inevitable, but at the last moment something shifts and the danger passes by without touching them. A woman favored by God experiences this kind of protection. It is not something she can always explain, but she knows it is real. She has seen it happen too many times to believe it is just a coincidence. She may not even realize at first how many times she has been protected. Sometimes she only understands it when she looks back. There were places she was supposed to go but never made it, only to later find out that something bad happened there. There were people she trusted who suddenly walked away, and at first she felt hurt. But later she realized that they were never meant to stay in her life. There were situations that seemed promising but did not work out, and at the time she was disappointed, but later she saw that it was a blessing. This kind of protection does not mean that she never faces challenges. Life is not without difficulties. There will be moments of struggle, moments of pain, moments when things do not make sense. But even in those times, she is kept from harm in ways she may not even see. Sometimes what feels like rejection is actually protection. Sometimes what looks like failure is actually a hidden blessing. Sometimes when things fall apart, it is because something better is meant to come together. She moves through life with a sense of trust. She does not live in constant fear. She does not wake up each day expecting the worst to happen. She knows that as long as she walks with faith, she is being guided. She listens to her intuition. She does not ignore small warnings, the feelings that tell her to stay away from certain people or situations. She has learned that those feelings are not just random thoughts. They are signs meant to protect her. There may have been times when she ignored those signs, when she stayed in situations longer than she should have, when she gave people more chances than they deserved. And in those moments, she may have faced pain, but even then, she was never fully destroyed. She was always given a way out. She was always given a second chance. Even in the hardest times, she was never abandoned. She may have been hurt, but she was never broken beyond repair. She may have lost things, but she always found something greater in return. She has met people who carried bad intentions, but they were never able to truly harm her. They may have tried to bring her down, but in the end, they only revealed themselves for who they really were. They may have tried to take advantage of her kindness, but eventually they exposed their true nature. She does not need to seek revenge or fight unnecessary battles. Life always removes those who are not meant for her. People who come with false intentions cannot stay long in her presence. They either change or they leave. Even in physical situations, she finds herself protected in ways she cannot fully explain. Maybe she was running late and missed an accident that could have involved her. Maybe she changed her path at the last moment, avoiding a dangerous encounter. Maybe she was in a situation where harm seemed certain, yet somehow she walked away untouched. There are moments in her life when she knows she was not saved by her own strength alone. This protection extends beyond just physical safety. It is also emotional and spiritual. She does not get easily trapped in negative cycles. She does not remain in places that drain her soul. Even when she finds herself in dark situations, something within her always pushes her to rise again. She does not stay in despair for long. She does not allow bitterness to take root in her heart. There are people who walk through life carrying deep wounds, holding on to pain from the past, unable to let go of what has hurt them. But she is different. She has been through pain, but she is not controlled by it. She does not let it define her. She heals, she learns, she grows. She understands that holding on to anger and resentment only harms her, so she releases it. She forgives, not because others always deserve it, but because she deserves peace. She does not entertain relationships that drain her. She does not hold on to friendships that no longer serve her growth. She does not try to force connections that are not meant to be. When people show her who they truly are, she believes them the first time. She does not waste time trying to change those who do not want to change. She does not chase after those who walk away. She understands that sometimes losing someone is actually gaining peace. This does not mean she never faces heartbreak. There may have been moments when she loved deeply only to be let down. There may have been moments when she trusted only to be betrayed. But even in those situations, she was not left empty. She was given the strength to move forward. She was given the wisdom to see the lesson. She was given a new beginning. She has a deep understanding that not everything that happens in life will make sense right away. There will be moments of confusion, moments when she does not understand why certain things are happening. But she does not let fear take over. She does not let doubt consume her. She knows that even in the unknown, she is being protected. She does not need to have all the answers to trust that she is being guided. There are people who live their lives constantly worried about what could go wrong, always preparing for the worst, never feeling at peace, but she is different. She walks with a quiet confidence, knowing that she is never alone. She does not let fear dictate her choices. She does not make decisions out of desperation. She moves with wisdom, with patience, with faith. She understands that her journey is unique. She does not compare herself to others. She does not envy those who seem to have more, because she knows that what is meant for her will never miss her. She does not rush into things just because she sees others succeeding. She waits for the right time, for the right opportunity, for the right people. She is not in a competition with anyone. She knows that her path is her own, and she trusts that it is leading her exactly where she needs to be. Even when she faces difficulties, she does not allow them to break her spirit. She has been through storms before, and she has survived every single one. She knows that challenges do not come to destroy her but to strengthen her. She has seen how things that once seemed like obstacles turned out to be blessings in disguise. She knows that nothing in life is wasted. Every experience, every challenge, every hardship has shaped her into the woman she is today. She walks through life with a sense of peace that cannot be shaken. She knows that she is protected. She knows that she is guided. She knows that even when she does not see the full picture, she is being led in the right direction. And because of this, she is fearless. She does not let the fear of what could go wrong stop her from living fully. She does not let the fear of the unknown keep her from stepping into new opportunities. She trusts. She moves forward with faith. And because of that, she is always exactly where she is meant to be. There are people who seem to carry wisdom without effort. When they speak, their words have depth, and when they listen, they truly understand. Their wisdom is not just about knowledge from books or lessons taught in school. It is something deeper, something that seems to flow naturally from within them. A woman favored by God carries this kind of wisdom. It is not something she forces. It is not something she pretends to have. It is simply a part of her. She does not need to prove how much she knows. She does not feel the need to show off her intelligence or make others feel small. She understands that true wisdom is not about how much a person can say, but about knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. She does not waste words. She does not talk just to be heard. When she speaks, people listen because they know her words come from a place of understanding. This wisdom is not something she gained overnight. It has been built over time, through experiences, through challenges, through moments of deep reflection. She has faced situations that tested her, moments that required her to think beyond emotions, times when she had to make choices that were not easy. Each of these experiences shaped her, taught her, and added to the wisdom she now carries. She has a way of seeing things clearly. While others may get lost in confusion, she remains steady. She does not make decisions based on panic or fear. She takes her time. She observes, she listens, she pays attention to what is happening around her. She understands that rushing into things without thought often leads to regret. Because of this, people often come to her for advice. They trust her insights because they know she does not speak without thinking. Her wisdom is not just about knowing facts. It is about understanding people, understanding life, understanding herself. She has learned that not every situation needs a reaction. Not every battle needs to be fought. Not every person who comes into her life is meant to stay. She does not hold on to things that no longer serve her. She does not try to control what is beyond her power. She knows when to let go, when to move forward, when to remain still. She is not easily fooled. She can sense when something is not right. She can feel when someone is not being honest. She has a deep awareness that allows her to see beyond the surface. While others may get caught up in appearances, she looks deeper. She does not judge quickly, but she does not ignore what she sees. She does not allow herself to be blinded by sweet words or empty promises. She trusts what her heart tells her, and it rarely leads her in the wrong direction. People often wonder how she knows things before they happen. They do not understand how she can predict the outcome of situations or see the true nature of people before they reveal themselves. It is because she pays attention. She has learned to listen not just with her ears but with her heart. She has learned to watch not just what people say but what they do. She trusts the small signs that others overlook. She is not arrogant about what she knows. She does not look down on those who are still learning. She understands that wisdom is a journey, not a destination. She knows that she is still growing, still learning, still gaining new understanding each day. She is open to learning from others, even those who may not seem wise on the surface. She does not believe that she has all the answers. She knows that true wisdom comes from being willing to listen, to observe, to remain humble. She does not waste time arguing over things that do not matter. She does not feel the need to prove she is right. She knows that some people will not understand no matter how much she explains, and she is okay with that. She chooses peace over unnecessary conflict. She does not let her ego control her. She does not allow pride to make her stubborn. She is willing to walk away when a discussion no longer serves a purpose. She has an ability to guide others without forcing them. She does not push people to see things her way. She does not try to control the choices of those around her. Instead, she shares her thoughts with kindness and allows others to make their own decisions. She respects the journey of others, even when they take a different path than she would. She knows that each person must learn in their own time, in their own way. Her wisdom is also seen in how she handles difficulties. While others may fall apart under pressure, she remains calm. She does not let challenges shake her faith. She does not allow temporary struggles to make her forget who she is. She understands that hard times are a part of life, but they do not define her. She does not panic when things go wrong. Instead, she looks for solutions. She trusts that every challenge comes with a lesson, and she is willing to learn from it. She has learned to trust the timing of life. She does not rush things that are not ready. She does not force doors to open before their time. She understands that some things take time and she is patient. She does not let impatience push her into making bad decisions. She knows that what is meant for her will come when it is supposed to. She has faith that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This wisdom extends to how she treats others. She does not look down on people even when they make mistakes. She knows that everyone is on their own journey, and she does not judge too harshly. She offers guidance when needed, but she does not force her opinions onto others. She knows that sometimes people have to learn their own lessons in their own time. She does not take it personally when others do not listen to her advice. She plants the seed of wisdom and allows it to grow when the time is right. She is not easily swayed by what others think. She does not allow the opinions of people to shake her confidence. She does not seek approval from the world. She knows who she is, and that is enough. She trusts herself. She does not need constant validation. She does not change herself to fit into spaces where she does not belong. She stands firm in her truth, even when others do not understand it. She carries herself with grace. She does not let anger control her. She does not allow frustration to turn her bitter. She moves through life with a sense of peace, knowing that everything happens for a reason. She does not waste energy on things she cannot change. Instead, she focuses on what she can do, on how she can grow, on how she can continue to become better each day. This kind of wisdom is not common. It is rare. It is a gift. It is something that cannot be bought or faked. It is something that comes from deep within, something that is shaped by experiences, by faith, by a connection to something greater. A woman favored by God carries this wisdom naturally. It flows from her without effort. It is a part of who she is. And because of this, she moves through life with a quiet strength, a deep understanding, and an unshakable peace. There are people who move through life with a deep sense of trust. No matter what happens, they remain steady. They do not break when things get difficult. They do not fall apart when faced with challenges. They have something within them that cannot be shaken. A woman favored by God carries this kind of faith. It is not something that comes and goes based on circumstances. It is a part of her, rooted deep within her soul. She has been through storms. She has faced moments that tested her strength, times when everything seemed to be falling apart. She has known pain, disappointment, and uncertainty. Yet, through it all, she never lost faith. She never allowed herself to be completely consumed by fear. She may have had moments of doubt, moments when she questioned why certain things were happening, but she never let those moments define her. She always found her way back to trust. This kind of faith is not something that happens overnight. It is built over time. It is strengthened through experience. She has seen how life has a way of working out, even when things seem impossible. She has learned that what may seem like an ending is often just a new beginning. She has seen doors close, only to realize later that they were never meant for her. She has lost things she thought she could not live without, only to find something even better waiting for her. She does not let fear control her. She does not wake up each day worrying about what could go wrong. She understands that life is unpredictable, that not everything is in her control. But instead of allowing that to make her anxious, she chooses to trust. She knows that no matter what happens, she will find a way through it. She knows that even when she cannot see the full picture, things are unfolding exactly as they should. She does not allow temporary struggles to make her forget who she is. She does not let difficult seasons make her believe that she is alone. She knows that every challenge comes with a purpose. She does not waste time asking why bad things happen. Instead, she asks what she can learn from them. She understands that life is not about avoiding difficulties, but about growing through them. She does not let negativity take root in her heart. She does not hold on to bitterness or resentment. She does not allow past disappointments to make her hard or closed off. She continues to believe in goodness. She continues to believe in love. She continues to believe that no matter what she has been through, something beautiful is always ahead. She does not let pain change her into someone she is not. She moves with confidence, not because she has everything figured out, but because she knows she does not have to. She understands that there is a plan greater than what she can see. She does not feel the need to force things to happen. She does what she can and trusts that everything else will fall into place. She does not chase after things that are not meant for her. She does not hold on to things that are trying to leave. She lets go of what she cannot control and focuses on what she can. She has an inner peace that does not depend on circumstances. She does not need everything to be perfect in order to feel secure. Even in the middle of uncertainty, she remains calm. She does not let stress consume her. She does not allow worry to steal her joy. She chooses to live in the present moment, knowing that tomorrow will take care of itself. She does not compare her journey to others. She does not feel pressure to keep up with those around her. She understands that her path is unique, that things will happen in her life at the right time. She is not in a race. She is not in competition with anyone. She trusts that what is meant for her will never miss her. She does not rush. She does not force. She allows life to unfold naturally, knowing that everything is happening as it should. She does not let rejection shake her. She does not let failure define her. She knows that setbacks are not the end. She has seen how things that once seemed like losses were actually redirections. She does not waste time crying over doors that have closed. She knows that if something was taken away, it was never meant to stay. She does not beg for things that are not meant for her. She moves forward, knowing that what is ahead is always greater than what is left behind. She has faith not only in life but in herself. She trusts her own strength. She knows that she has everything she needs within her to overcome whatever comes her way. She does not doubt her own ability to rise again, no matter how many times she falls. She does not wait for others to save her. She knows that she is capable of standing on her own. She does not need constant reassurance. She does not seek validation from others. She is secure in who she is. She does not worry about things that have not happened yet. She does not spend her time creating problems in her mind that do not exist. She knows that worrying does not change anything. She focuses on what she can do today, on what is within her power. She does not let fear of the unknown stop her from moving forward. She knows that everything she needs will be given to her at the right time. She embraces change. She does not resist when life takes her in a new direction. She does not fight against what is meant to be. She knows that growth requires movement, that new beginnings often come disguised as endings. She does not cling to the past. She welcomes what is coming with an open heart. She understands that everything in life has a season, and she is not afraid to step into the next one. She is not easily discouraged. She does not give up when things get hard. She does not quit when things do not go as planned. She keeps going even when the path is uncertain. She knows that if she continues to move forward, she will find her way. She has seen how persistence brings results, how faith turns the impossible into reality. She does not wait for perfect conditions. She takes steps even when she cannot see the whole road ahead. She is grateful for what she has, even when it is not everything she wants. She does not take her blessings for granted. She focuses on what is good rather than complaining about what is missing. She knows that gratitude attracts more blessings. She does not live with a mindset of lack. She believes that there is always more to come. She does not dwell on what she does not have. She appreciates what is already in front of her. She is not afraid of the future. She does not waste time worrying about what is ahead. She trusts that no matter what comes, she will be okay. She does not let fear stop her from taking risks, from stepping into new opportunities, from embracing the unknown. She knows that every new chapter brings something valuable. She moves forward with courage, knowing that life is always guiding her towards something greater. Her faith is not dependent on circumstances. It does not disappear when things go wrong. It does not weaken when things get tough. It is a part of her, unshakable, unbreakable, steady no matter what. Because of this faith, she is able to live fully, love deeply, and move through life with confidence, knowing that everything she needs will always find her at the right time. A woman favored by God carries something within her that cannot be shaken. It is not just strength, not just wisdom, not just resilience. It is a deep, unwavering trust in life itself. She does not move through the world with fear, but with confidence. She does not allow difficulties to define her, but rather she grows through them. She understands that everything has a purpose, that every challenge is shaping her, that every loss is making space for something greater. Her faith is not something that comes and goes depending on circumstances. It is steady, constant, and deeply rooted. It is the foundation on which she stands, the light that guides her even in the darkest moments. She does not allow temporary struggles to shake her spirit. She does not let uncertainty fill her with doubt. She knows that no matter what happens, she will always find her way. She moves through life with grace, embracing change, trusting the journey, and believing that what is meant for her will never miss her. She does not chase after things that are not hers to keep. She does not waste time worrying about the future. She understands that everything will unfold at the right time in the right way. This faith gives her a quiet power. She does not need to prove herself. She does not need to control everything. She simply allows life to move as it is meant to. She is not afraid of what is coming because she knows that she is always being guided. She does not need all the answers. She does not need to see the full path ahead. She just takes each step with trust, knowing that she is always exactly where she is meant to be. And because of this, she is at peace. Not because life is always easy, but because she knows she is never alone. Not because she has everything she wants, but because she trusts that what is meant for her will always find its way. She does not fear the unknown. She does not cling to the past. She moves forward with an open heart, ready for whatever comes next. And in doing so, she walks in the fullness of her purpose, carrying within her an unshakable faith that will always light her way.